Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Hell in a very hard matchup, unfortunately. Let's hope this guy doesn't know what he's doing, or that I can snowball the early game, but either way, the plan is to win, you know? And surprisingly, they actually buffed Hell. I mean, not surprisingly, because they said they were going to buff all the gods with healing. I guess what I'm trying to say is they buffed her, like, really hard. At least from a duel standpoint, they buffed her really hard. Let me think about what I want to buy here. Like, I really got to think about the end game as well as the early game. I think I'm definitely going to need a a sprint root in the late game, but the question is, do I need that in the early game? Honestly, I think I just go Shell, Sprout. No, wait, actually, okay, hold on, we're cooking. I just thought of this. We could go Sprout and knock up med, or if I decide otherwise, I can actually switch this into the cooldown med later, if I'd rather just do that, if he's not going too hard on me. But anyways, Hell got buffed pretty hard, and I will show you guys the buff in just one moment if I can remember, because I actually have it pulled up. I have it pulled up on a... No. No way. Well, that's one of Hell's buffs, by the way, in case you're curious. Spoiler alert. They made it to where Hell can, Ooh. Hell can damage things with her one now, which she couldn't previously, so pretty cool. Oh, I barely missed that. I think I could have killed him. I'm not 100% sure that would have killed him, but I'm about 95% sure. But yeah, so if you're a longtime player, you'll remember that Hell actually used to be able to do damage with her one, the light stance, on it. You know, obviously she could still on gods, you know, you can hit the gods with the light stance one, but it doesn't work on minions and stuff. It used to work on minions, but it didn't actually go through minions, meaning it only hit one, and they changed it back, letting her hit minions again, which is pretty cool with the one with this. And but on top of that, it actually goes through minions, so it's better than it was before, kind of like not so much in the healing aspect, but it's better than it was before. Because you can clear with it. Here, I'll show you. Look at that. Before, it would just hit gods or minions, like it wouldn't pass through. So, you know, people could juke in the minion wave and not get hit by it. That's one thing. Oof. I didn't think my auto attack was going to do 55. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I could have lasted that. Depends. You guys would know better than me. If my auto attack was doing 55 damage, then I should have just killed that. If it was doing anything less than that, then he would have stole it either way, probably. Like, he would have waited until I autoed and then did his thing. Probably. Maybe I could have pressured him a bit more there, but I'm not too worried about it. Oh yeah, so just really quickly, I'd like to show you guys, really quickly, the buffs for Hell. Right here. As you can see, her passive got changed. Long story short, she reduces power on the enemy gods when she's in light stance. Her dark stance 1 now goes through walls. This decreased healing, of course, we know about that. It now passes through minions and can hit minions, etc. And then, honestly, all of these buffs are huge. And then right here, you can see this ability now provides 20% attack speed to allies. And I'm pretty sure it works on minions as well. Could be wrong. Don't really feel like actually reading all that verbatim right now. If you want to read it, you can. And decrease cooldown from 2 seconds to 1. A lot of people laughed at this and thought this wasn't a big deal, but Hell actually does take a moment to, like, if you switch to the wrong stance later on, and, or early on, I should say, if you switch to the wrong stance, and you need that cleanse, like, immediately, or you need that slow immediately, you need that damage immediately, you actually had to wait like a full 2 seconds. And of course it went down with CDR, but I'm talking early game here. So it buffed her late game. She switches faster in the late game, although she didn't need it that badly. But it definitely really buffed her early game. So honestly, it's not one of those things where it's like a bunch of little buffs that make one big buff. It's actually a lot of like medium-sized to big buffs. Like, they really affected her a lot. I don't know how her performance is going to be in Conquest. Like, I don't know if she's going to be substantially better. I know Mike was playing it a bit in the tourney this weekend, or last weekend I should say, since it's Monday. But so I know she's getting played a little bit. But my point is I don't know if these changes are going to be like broken for Conquest or anything. Who knows? I don't know, man. But what I do know is this character is substantially better in Duel, for sure. She got a healing nerf, that's why she got buffs. For anybody who hasn't checked patch notes in like forever, they nerfed healing in Smite, and so to compensate for those healing gods losing their healing, they buffed them in other ways, at least most of them. Oh, he body blocked me a little bit. Gonna cleanse any slows if he has it. I wasn't paying attention to when he used his one. Boom. Beating him up. I don't think... I could use my horn shard, get some more cooldowns and stuff, but I don't think we were going to catch him either way, so... But if you guys watched my other Hell video that I made, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago or something, maybe sooner than that, maybe later, I don't know. Who knows? I never know anything. But if you guys did watch my other Hell video, you'll know that she has insane pressure in the early game. Like, absolutely insane pressure. And these buffs just added on to it. Yeah, she has a little bit less healing, but like a lot of her pressure didn't come from the healing anyways. And also she still has healing. It's not like they removed her healing. The early game heal... Oh, what the... Okay. I'm gonna try to punish him the best I can for that. Okay, he's punishing himself. Never mind, he's running back. Oh, he didn't even get this. Huh. Oh, I need to get used to... Hell can now use 3 abilities on the camps when clearing. Like, that's such a big deal. Like, the wave clear is nice that you can clear with the 1. Because, like, what if you're too scared to, like, push up with your... what if you're too scared to push up with your 3? Although most of the time she's not. So, like, the wave clear is not that important, but I will say the buff clear is super nice with the light stance 1. You just 1-3 or 3-1, whichever you prefer, in dark stance, and then you switch on over and you last hit it with the light stance 1. It's basically what Poly did for her before, but now you have a Poly in the early game. Except it's an ability and not Poly at all. But, you know, other than that small little thing, it's basically Poly. He is going into a Pestilence, I would imagine. He got the Full Demon. Not too concerned with that. Looks like he did back. Hopefully he backed. Otherwise I wasted my 3. And wasting my 3 is really bad because I have movement speed on my 3, and I have regrowth, which is movement speed on my 3, so... It's really bad. He gave up the tower. He has no 3s, so I'm not sweating his ultimate too much. Okay, we go fast. Ugh! Fly! I hit him with that. I don't know if I hit him with the light stance 1, but I did hit him with the dark 1. We are at the stage where we both have defense and not a lot of pen / power. In fact, we have no pen, barely any power. So it's kind of normal for him to not be able to kill me / oh, vice versa. What is he doing, man? What is he doing? What a goofy goober. Gonna heal my minions. Send him into this tower a little bit sooner. I seriously doubt we get this, but we can poke it a little bit. Dancing in the moonlight. Someone is literally, like, outside. I'm not even kidding. They're not even that close. Their car is just super loud. Someone is outside just revving their engine right now. So I apologize if you can hear that. I did mute for a second, so it was right before I went quiet right there. If you guys heard that, I apologize. I see his Pestilence aura, so... He can kill me if I mess up. Like, if I misplay my 3, he can kill me. Otherwise, I don't think so. Dang, I underestimated his damage there, not gonna lie. My dark stance 1 now goes through walls, the light stance 1 always has. Alright, we're gonna try to burst this, even though it's a little bit of a risky decision. We got it, okay. I thought he was gonna 3 over the wall and just ult me, but he did not. Oh, by the way, to explain my build a little bit, I mean, we all know I talk about it, unless you're a new viewer, we all know I talk about it at the end, and I'll explain it more in depth. But, what What do I want here, actually? No, we go poly here. Surely we go poly here. But basically the build, I am basically substituting Book of Thoth. Like, I would normally go Book of Thoth first, and it got a little bit of a nerf, but that's not the main reason I'm replacing it. It's because, well, Hell does great with CDR early. You know, we love this Chronos Pendant early game, especially against a high-pressure god like Set. Or, he's not high-pressure in the sense of he's always on top of me, but when he ults me, he can kill me pretty easily. Ooh. I was actually scratching... Oh, my God. I was scratching my head, or the back of my neck, rather. That guy's not even up yet, man. He's just now doing his animation. Alright, we're gonna back here. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this Sprute. Why not? Why not? Let's just be safe. He could have rushed straight to Bull Demon. Oof, I hope he didn't. Like, it's not the end of the world if he gets it. Like, let's be real, it's definitely not a huge issue, but I hope he doesn't. I guess he was just waiting in the base. But anyways, I'm going to be going basically the same build as before, except I'm rushing Chronos Pendant because Doom Orb is a weird item to rush because it costs 1600 for the tier 2. So you basically, if you want to rush it, you gotta like start the tier 1 of it and like a chalice or something. Like, it's really awkward to start Doom Orb. So we just started Chronos Pendant, and the rest of the build is going to consist of Doom Orb, double lifesteal. So we already have lifesteal with this poly. We're gonna go Typhons because they got buffed. It's 20% pin. We're gonna go. Okay. And we're gonna go Bancroft's late game because Bancroft's Claw is still an amazing glyph. Okay, that person finally stopped revving their engine and actually took off. I apologize if you guys can hear that, by the way. I seriously don't know what you guys can hear in the recording and what you can't, because I can hear more of, like, my outside surroundings than you guys can. So, you know, you guys might not have heard anything. But either way, I apologize if you guys heard that. Although, if you guys do hear it, it shouldn't be too loud. But yeah, just keep in mind, that's what this loud humming is. Somebody's air helicopter. I don't know why I said air helicopter. I think I was going for like... I think I was trying to say like Apache helicopter and airship at the same time, and that's what came out. Apache helicopter. Alright, so he's just eating my damage because he has a pestilence. Well, I tried. Hey, we got a minion in here. I would be surprised if he just all-ins me here. No. Trying to defend. He apparently doesn't care that much about defending. He hates defending. Defending's for weaklings, he says. Okay, we should leave. I just missed every single ability. I can't hit this guy, bro, he is wiggling. This is not my fault, guys. I swear, Copium. It's not my fault, it's the game. Smile. Alright, so I'm gonna back. I could go a more damagey option and go straight into my heavy pen item, which is Typhons. But Doom Orb has damage. You know, Doom Orb has pen now. It got buffed and whatnot, so there's that. But also movement speed is just very important in this matchup for me. Whether I can get away from him or not is basically the difference. Also, chasing with the movement speed is important as well. Okay. And by the way, this is not, I mean, I'll explain it at the end, but this is not the only build you can go in Hell. Like, you can start Bancrofts, although it's a little strange because you don't have any CDR and anti-heal, you know, although they don't have it that early. But you can start Bancrofts, you can start Book of Thoth if you want, you can try the Doom Orb start, even though it's super awkward. But this is just what I wanted to run with this game, and it seems to be working out really well for me, so.
Now you will know
Alright, we're gonna just run for now, and if he gets too close to me again, I'll probably Sprout.
Now you will know pain.
Honestly, I'm being really greedy with my Sprout. Like, I should just be using it off cooldown. I mean, I spent 800 gold on it for a reason, because it's really good versus set. You know, I got this for a reason. I should just be using it, but I'm being greedy. I mean, we're not dying at the end of the day, so even if I am misplaying, even if I am being a bit greedy, it's fine, because we're not being punished. He has no ult. We should always win trades where he has no ult. There's absolutely nothing he should be able to do. Basically, that's how this matchup goes. If he can't kill me with his all-in combo, then he can't kill me. I mean, that's just how it goes. And his stuff is going to be on CDR for a hot while, so... Oh, no. Wait for the regrowth? Surely? No, we didn't get the regrowth proc. No way. And this spawns. Oh. Regrowth proc. Oh my god. There's no way. Like, I actually played that engagement so sloppy. Like, genuinely, I was not expecting him to do that much auto attack damage. But after all, he does have a Toxic Blade, so I'm used to Set going full, like, you know, Heartseeker, Crusher, Transcend, you know, but he has some attack speed. Serrated Edge is pretty darn good in the early game. And he's so tanky. I will say, I underestimated him a lot, but on that same note, he was misplaying a lot that game. So it's like, you know how like they say you don't have to run faster than the animal that's chasing you. You just got to run faster than your friend, your fat friend, and the animal will go on them. It's like, it's kind of like that in the same way where it's like you don't have to play perfectly. You just have to play better than your opponent. So it's like if you adapt to your opponent misplaying a lot and you play a little bit more greedy, and as long as they don't change what they're doing. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I'm gonna hop out of there, not to be rude to that guy or anything. I just don't feel like having a full conversation while I'm doing the video. But yeah, you just have to play better than your opponent. I adapted to him misplaying, and I played a lot more greedy. But as you can see, I don't really get punished for it. If you're in a tournament setting or something, you should always just play it safe. Or not safe. You should always play it smart. Let's put it that way, because not every smart decision is a safe decision. So, let's see. I would say the most consistent build that people go is this on Hell. If you're new to my channel, we go into the builds after each and every video, and I try my best to give you guys a good build, even though the build I go in the video is always going to be pretty good unless I deliberately tell you guys, you know, don't build this, it's just a meme. It will be good. I'm just giving you guys some other options. This is the normal Hell build. I'd say after this, you could probably just go like... no, I'd say you always go Chronos Pendant on Hell. Because even if you're against a magical god, you would be going Genji's, which is only 20%, which is only 10, just like the regrowth is. So either way, you're going to have 10% CDR. And there's just no reason, in my opinion, not to go the Chronos Pendant. It's too good. The passive is great, and you can get cap cooldown reduction with a power potion or with a blue buff. So yeah, I would say you always go Chronos Pendant. You don't have to go it here if you don't want to. You can go it 4th or whatever. But I'd say this is a pretty standard build, with the exception of this first item. Can be a Doom Orb, this could be a Bancrofts, whatever you want it to be, right? But this is what most people would go. Boom, boom, boom. And then last items, you have so many options right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm just going to throw all of the items that you can go. And truthfully, I know this sounds silly, like, you know, the world is your oyster, you know, you can do whatever you want. Like, I do mean that, but at the same time, like, some gods just genuinely use everything so well, and there's also so many good items. And I wouldn't go Mirrodin on her. Usually I would throw a Mirrodin here. But you can put this into your build, you can put that into your build, you can put this into your build, you can put this into your build, this into your build, more specifically, because Bancrofts by itself isn't that amazing on a heal character, although it does give a lot of pressure in the early game. I would say you're more specifically buying it for this. And so right here, like, you could just go boom, boom, that's your build. You could literally go boom, boom. You could go boom, boom. You know, like, I prefer to do this sort of build because this, actually, I would go no book. So this is the build we went in the video, guys. Boom, 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 boom. And we would have went for our fifth item, Typhons, and then Bancroft's last. Because the main reason you're getting the Bancrofts, especially when you're getting it late game, is for this glyph. And you don't have any pen in this build until 6th item if you choose to get the Bancroft's 5th. So I choose to get the Typhons. Typhons got reduced cost. It's a lot cheaper. It's 20% pen. This build has full cooldown with the Power Potion or blue buff. Movement speed utility from the regrowth, from the Doom Orb. It has a Chronos Pendant proc. It has decent lifesteal, although they're going to be anti-healing you. You have shields from the Bancroft's Claw. You have 30% penetration. Again, Doom Orb and Typhons is 30% altogether. But that being said, Ratatouille is a great item, man. Ratatouille is a great item. Book is a great item if you want to go that. Let me think. Is there sometimes if you really need to be tanky? Now this is like super out there. Say you're against like an Osiris that has haste and katana and is running you down, and you desperately need to be tanky, but you just don't want to go double defense. Well, first of all, a double defense option that's really good against stuff like that. Midgardian got a buff, and there's no more Witchblade in the game to slow attack speed, so it's like this makes this item a more of a no-brainer. If you want to go like a last item Midgard because you just really need it, you just desperately need it, right? You can go for that sort of option. But if you don't want to go actual double defense, but you need something to help you stay alive, right? You just need a little oomph, right? You could go Ethereal. Ethereal, you can proc it really easily with this character, obviously, every 15 seconds. And then you actually remove a ton of HP from them and give yourself a ton of HP. And on top of that, you have CCR. It has 20% CCR. So if you're against a character that has a lot of CC and you're not always getting your cleanses off perfectly, etc., I'll throw that in the honorable mentions. One more item that I need to look at really quickly because I think it got changed, actually. Healing Dell was increased by 30%. I don't know enough about this item to fully recommend it to you guys, but I will say, just looking at the stats, it's definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad. I'll throw this in the honorable mentions if you want to get it. And one last thing, which actually I'm going to put Divine ahead of it. If you really need the Divine Ruin, of course, you get yourself some anti-heal and you get yourself some stuff like that. Usually in the build, the more luxury items are near the end. So like, say if this is the build you wanted to go, right, down here. This is the build you wanted to go, but you decided you need anti-heal really badly. There's nothing you can do about it, right? You could pivot and instead, boom, anti-heal 5th item and finish it off with a rod. That's perfectly fine as well. Or say you need anti-heal and you need this. This isn't that much penetration, but the E-Staff proc will make up for that, I think. But I would recommend more so this. Again, there's a ton of items. Hell just got buffed. HEL'S a very versatile character. Everybody has their opinion on how you're supposed to build her. I say just do whatever works for you, whatever's most comfortable. I'm going to clear this, and when I say whatever's most comfortable, that's why I went the Chronos Pendant rush, guys, because Chronos Pendant, you can't go wrong with it. You have a billion cooldowns. It feels nice. It has a decent tier 2. Going straight into this thing, going straight into the regrowth over breastplate because you go faster. It feels nice. Doom Orb. Maybe Ratatouille's more DPS, but Doom Orb gives you movement speed. It feels nice. Just go whatever feels nice to you. Play comfortable, play smart, and you'll get the dub. I mean, that's just how it goes. I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, sorry for being greedy in those last fights, but again, I cannot believe they buffed Hell. And last thing I want to say, because I kind of just glanced over it and I never really talked about it too much. I did say it, but I don't know where it says it in this tooltip here, but the Hell 3, oh, right here. Hell and allies also gain 20% attack speed while the buff is active. That's her heal. And so that just gives her, it's not very important, but that just gives her a little bit more oomph when it comes to killing the Titan, when it comes to killing the Phoenix, when it comes to killing Tower, when it comes to killing Bull Demon. That tiny bit of attack speed, and I think it works on minions too. Don't quote me on that, but I think it works on minions. So her push, Like, basically, she was already a shove it down early character, and they gave her more ability to, more damage with, like, the one going through minions and clearing minions, the Dark Stance one going through walls. They gave her more damage and more push potential with the attack speed on the 3, and she was already that type of character that just ran it down early game. Even against like a set, we had to play a little bit smart, but we ran it down. And so the buffs just make her ridiculous right now, man. Absolutely ridiculous. And then 40% slow on the 2. This is not new. This has always been a thing, but still 40% slow on the 2. Very dumb ability. Hate that so much. Anyway, thank you guys for clicking on the video. Thank you guys for watching up until this point. If you did, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.